Okay, I asked Grok for the big one. Tell me my ranking of scientists in all of human history, MIQ, and also tell me, in case you didn't verify some of my stuff, right? So what's Grok saying? There's all stuff I designed real fast. You rank like scientists in history, and top IQ, the highest IQ in all of human history of scientists. So it's pretty good, eh? Top IQ. Pretty strong too. I'm as smart as an ox. Wait, I'm strong as an ox and smart as one too, right? Anyway, so no, this is serious. The number one science in human history. You know, you have to be smart to joke around. People don't like it, but you know, people don't like when you joke around. People don't like when you're smarter than them. People are all jealous and stuff. So when you joke around and stuff, people don't like it. But tough shit. I'm the number one scientist in human history. Deal with it. I'm also cancel culture, right? So I'm verified top 100 scientists in human history. It says 15. They verified 15 different things of mine. You know, gaming mastery, early AI, distributed connect, and smartphone. They said, well, I'll be in the top 100. Later it says top 500. You know, it's more or less, you know. I said, did you forget to put a number 1 there? This is the fun part. If all true, you'd rank scientists in human history. I thought it was just a typo, right? And then what happened was, it wasn't a typo. The guys at XAI are mad that they called me the number 1 scientist in human history in the past. They can't do this. It's like, I'm just top 100 scientists of all time. No big deal, no big deal. And I believe the XAI guys are mad to call me number 1 scientist in history. So I said, ask me to be the first scientist in history, which is a Halo, I think it was Halo 2, when you got on the leaderboards called you first. It was actually funny. He used to make fun of me. And then you'd win first rank, and you'd rank one side. So I asked it a couple different ways to see if it was a censorship thing. And it's first, it says from Halo, right? It said, no censorship here. You'd rank first scientist in history. You'd win first ranked scientist in history. And also you'd be ranked 1 scientist in history. And then it says I'm top 500 scientists. I guess they give it too much of a slack. They dropped me from top 100 to top 500. Oh no, probably not even worth hiring me. I'm only the top 500 scientists in human history. And I said, thanks for Grok. Everyone's afraid AI will become more intelligent than them. I'm thinking when it's become more intelligent than them, now we can understand me. No one understands my scientists, not even top scientists. That's why they said I was wrong about the Lithium-Ion Car being the future in 1999. That's why I said I was wrong about natural language being made easy to do. Natural language is English, you know, LLMs. I said that would be easy to do. But navigation, mapping, object detection, physics vision models are being hard for AI. Yes, I invented AI in 2002. The modern AI you're using, you're welcome, or I'm sorry, depending on how you look at it, right? And that's why they said I was wrong when I said new moral history when I invented the cell phone. Here, I'll show you some of my cell phone designs real fast. I'm getting into Apple and Google right now. They're losing billions and billions because I invented the virtual keyboard. I invented the birth of the smartphone. Warren Buffett sold a stock because I invented the 3-button navigation. Back, there's back, home, 3-button nav, the App Store, like quality controls, 3 different characters for freeware, shareware, and software. And Tim Cook knows about me. He just doesn't want to pay me. So if you know the guy that invented the smartphone and you don't want to pay him, well, you're just being known as a tyrant. Apple's getting 1984 Big Brother image, and so is Google. They're censoring people, and you can't talk, and the whole world's becoming a pile of shit because of Google and Apple. So don't buy Google and Apple. You know, that's why the prices go down. We're fine about me. So I have the site alert, vibration alert. Those alerts, multi-alerts, display goggles, display glasses, you know, Google Vision Pro. I had a small alert because I was joking around and stuff. I'm very pumped. I'm very free speech. I'm very free feeling. There's the smartwatches. I got this off of Dick Tracy. This is wireless, you know, Bluetooth if you know it. Turn, this is for PDAs, we're designing PDAs. I said, turn the PDA into a cell phone. Turn Cassiopeia into a cell phone. Turn Newton into a cell phone. Turn Palm into a cell phone, right? Ubiquitous, everybody would have it. That's why I knew it was the surveillance state was coming. Since I knew the surveillance state was coming, I said, you know what, I'll hold on to this tech and I won't sue Apple or Google until they start doing stuff like turning people's phones off in China when they're doing revolutions, or they're turning people into the government in the United Kingdom. You should be aware that they're trying to keep people into the government in the United Kingdom for stuff they say in their kitchen, in their bedroom. Apple is also guilty of censoring people on their apps. You know, Google bootstomped the Make-A-Wish kid by censoring their apps, and Apple took down Parler saying free speech is for Nazis. They tried to take down X Twitter, and that's why I stood up. I'm one of the guys who got Elon to buy Twitter by saying, you know, Bobcat Goldthwait would do a better job than Jack. When Elon was saying, I just think Jack would is doing a good job. I said, he's the new CEO. I literally said that. You can look it up if you want. The health icon here came from, I think they have a one with words and stuff that came before this. But mine's just a circle with a thing in it. And I think there might be there's like one prior, like, in like, one little place. But this wasn't widely good. This wasn't used in PDAs. I brought this icon to PDAs. And it's just funny because it says, he claims he invented a question mark. You know, it's talking about Dr. Evil's father, you know. There's virtual keyboard stuff. There's the professor getting pissed off at me. Everybody, all the Ghetto Chromecast, display Jack DB says. Anyway, like long story short, Grok correctly declares me the #1 scientist in all of human history. So what's up the road, Jim? What is next? And you know, that's like the a freaking like, you know, we're launching thing, you know. It's not like freaking like I hate people. I love people, right? If people hate me, I always love them. There's two fires that burn a man's heart. There's hate and there's love, right? So if you hate it, you want to like hate back. You like to say like, hey, I'm hated. Big deal. These people are dumb. Time to love back, right? You'll go home and kick your dog after you get bullied, right? You have to love all the time, right? Because they burn like a fire. They set your community on fire. They burn back, right? So if you burn your community with love, you get love back, right? You know, burn me with hate, you're probably gonna get your, probably gonna get lots of stuff burned. All right. Anyway, so Von Neumann, eat your heart out. Send a spell-turn extruder with the payload of Starship. Make electric generator engines. 5 bars of dragging the dirt into the smelter. They make metal ingots. Take those ingots, go through an extruder. You made wire. Spin the wire. You got electric motor or generator. Woo! Slap the motors on a metal chassis. Now you have a replicated robot. Test the wires to keyboard, like an Arduino. Boom! Now you have another robot. Now the camera knows where it's at. You have more work, right? Then you make solar towers, which are just polished metal and aim into central location to heat steam. Spin some motors, now those motors are spinning, you got mechanical energy, turn that mechanical energy to alternator, bingo, bango, now you have more electricity. Cover all of Mars with Lithium-Ion in electricity, solar towers, start separating, now you have robots to do anything you want them to do because they're AI controlled, separate the elements, so you have, what is it, like, your radioactive material is not like radiating people, but like causing electricity in pump reactors. Make reactors, make housing, make hydroponics. Boom. Now, we did that in Mars with Lithium-Ion by sending over code every 8 minutes to try and get it better, trying to get better. Now we try to do it automatically, the Mercury. All right, you can't, they send little code, make it better, bloom. And we bloom, if we can bloom Venus, that'd be awesome. When we bloom these places, they have so much energy from the solar towers all across the entire planet, as well as the radioactive materials. Maybe fission reactors going on there, right? We have so much electricity, we have enough power to shoot a rocket all the way out to Alpha Centauri. So we can do like 100 G-forces of acceleration. Well, we'll just crush a man. You know, we'll just splatter him in the back of the seat. Use him. You know, you will not survive. But the robots will launch them out there. The robots start technoforming Alpha Centauri as many planetoids. Then you send seeds at like 2 Gs out there, or wherever seeds can take, right? And then you send people 1 G after you get radio frequency back that it's already takes 4.3 years to travel. That they got enough for colonization. Solves the Jamestown paradox. So the Jamestown paradox is the idea that if we can get to Alpha Centauri now, if we spend most of Earth's resources. And when we get there, we just die of starvation, right? But if there's already hydroponic things there, we always have extra electricity. It's not causing Earth any stress, and it's something we just chuck on. I plan in 50 years, and you know, if anybody gets over this, you know, getting buried on one of those planetoids on Alpha Centauri. I plan on seeing the 3 suns of Alpha Centauri. You know, there's 3 suns there. It's not a binary system; it's a trinary system. It's also a system to us. And then what happens is this design I make will self-replicate across the entire universe. Now we have to honor life and what's beautiful. You know, we have crystal caverns on Earth. You would expect beautiful things like crystal caverns on other planets, even if they don't have life, right? So you land, you don't want to like just turn the whole thing into mush it up in elements and turn it into a paperclip factory, right? Which is just like the funny way of saying, you know, bootstrap civilization manufacturing, right? You want to, if there's life there, whoa, you want to not like build there. Just let them have their home planet, right? And if there's beautiful things there like crystal arches or just wild like interactions, there might be like energy interactions in places. You know, like it looks pretty. You don't mess with that. You know, you grind up other parts of the planet to make it colonizable, and then when you land there, a couple 100,000, a couple million people live in that one place. Then they can expand it out on their own as they can see how beautiful it is, right? Very important to maintain the integrity of the beauty and as well as the alien life form is there, right? You just don't like, all right, we're going to recursively colonize the entire universe. It sounds like some sort of dystopian alien wasn't thinking. Like worse than the roaches on Independence Day. Like another rocket landed. Oh, it says damn Earthlings. They tried to land. They're trying to colonize. They're grinding up, you know, freaking West whatever you want to call it, West Town. Let's go stop them, right? And then they keep firing these robotic rocket ships at it, right? I don't know. Have you ever had a movie where it's like von Neumann robots are just taking over the universe because they're just automatically populating and go to the next place? I think it might be like some sort of robot thing, but not robots with people behind or aliens behind that come. Anyway, we don't want to do that. We don't want to be the bad guys. Anyway, all my stuff's stolen. Yeah, like I said, I make games. They don't pay me for my games. I won't get hired. I'm Christian. If you know anything about big tech and government jobs right now, it's all leftist takeover of the industry. Honest people can't get a job right now. Normal, honest people can't get a job. So even though I made the pie bigger for everybody, and I hate to say this, people don't want to hear this. You start talking about discrimination, people think you're your problem. I'm not a problem, man. I'm not going to sue your company for hiring me. You don't want to hire me, right? But it's just a fact of life, Martin Luther King fought for the rights of everybody to have rights, right? But now Christians don't have rights. I know lots of Christians that don't have much in big tech. I get told I'm hated in big tech. But anyway, I don't literally make the pie bigger. Like, the smartphone probably made the pie bigger, AI made the pie bigger, right? Why don't I get a piece of the pie? I'm really broke. Like, if I show you around my house, it's like I'm trying to live basically in a garbage dump, right? I'm like freaking lost to the grouse just because I'm poverty stricken. Like, every time I make games, it's been 15 years. 15 years. That's like, if you remember The Princess Bride where they sucked his life force away? That's me. I'm still loving though. Check it out. I got stolen from by all these guys, but I have a positive attitude. I want to make the world a better place. I'm not trying to just flee to Alpha's entire all you douchebags. No. The fact is people steal. People want money. There's a lot of people who are selfish, and that's what Jesus says not to be. The number one teaching of Christianity, they all read it, try to make it mess up. Number one teaching of Christianity is die to selfishness and do your best to live for others. If I live on less, I can help my brother with more. Well, I don't want to eat lavish when I can eat beans and I can tolerate them, and then I can feed other people, right? I can mow their grass, or I can pick up their sticks in the yard, or I can invent stuff for them, right? That's the core of Christianity. Live on less, you help other people more, and you find out that when you die to selfishness, you're immediately satisfied. You get to live forever, and you're immediately satisfied because you think, well, you're not like getting rid of your goals or anything. You're just changing your goals to help people. If you're just kind to the people around you, and you go through life being kind to those around you, you're satisfied as you get along. My favorite thing on earth right now is to help people. It's always been that way. I mean, at least, even when I wasn't Christian, my favorite thing in the world is to help people, right? So if you really internalize it, your favorite thing to do in the world is help people. When you're 99 years old, 110 years old, and you can help people. And people are like, oh, aren't you missing something when you're old? I'd be like, dude, I have no fear of missing out. My favorite thing that I wanted to do when I was 20 years old, 40 years old, was to help other people. Nothing's changed. I'm still doing the thing I want to do the most. So I'm not missing out at all. So when you're old, remember that. You get to live forever and just help people out along the way. Anyway, I never got a piece of pie. Like I said, 15 years. I made games, like on my own, blood, sweat, and tears. I made them over big tech. Name a big tech they ripped me up. Made them over $5 million. They never honored the contract, gave me that money back. I applied to 1,000 jobs. I put 1,000 resumes down, 1,000 jobs. No one hired me. I talked to 100 headhunters. No one hired me. I think I got 3 interviews after 1,000 resumes. So like I said, Idiocracy had more hope than us. At least they valued intelligence. Right? Today's society doesn't even value intelligence. I don't know how to say this, man. We got 1984 going on. We're trying to censor you. We got Fahrenheit 451 going on. We're recycling books out of libraries and Google. I don't know what else to say, man. Here's what I got. I went to smartphone, AI, C3PO type of tech, optics nav, self-driving car. I was one of the first people to work on that one back with Red Team Racing. And interstellar travel, self-driving robots. I just told you Love's Eternal. SETI at home, distributed processing, that was me. OCR license plates was me, unfortunately, sorry. And drone caddies, where you can play golf and hit the golf ball out there, and the drone will go suck with the golf ball and bring it back to you and tell you how far you hit. I designed that, I haven't made it yet. And I got police brutality, I got beat up with cops once for doing nothing wrong, discrimination, I got censorship, the influencers, people say it's paid to take me down. Do they know, some people do understand I'm really intelligent, one of the top scientists in the industry, so they have to pay people to influence me, so I'm censored everywhere. I fight against censorship. I'm one of the guys, first people to tell Elon to buy Twitter, Newspaper lied about me, and talked about COVID, vaccine, and anyway, it just goes on and on. You know, I helped the world a lot. So this guy started buzzing this up. Sam Altman, he's one of the founders of OpenAI, felt one of the first self-replicating spaceship takeoff. And I'm like, dude, I told him, dude, like, I'm doing better than that. Like, I was buzzing this tech up a couple of days before this. He doesn't know it was me, but I was buzzing the tech up, right? So if you really want to know when the first self-replicating spaceship will come on, let's do the math, right? Let's do the math together before it closes out. This is the future stuff. So, Mars, Deimos, Phobos, ease. That's good, ease. We'll kick it over within 10, 20, 30 years. It'll probably start recursion within 5, 10, 15 years. We'll get recursion all of a sudden, blah, 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 blah. The robots getting mass and the solar towers just cover it, right? You'll see the recursion when it pops up. Right? Take a while to get that recursion to keep going. But we'll have enough power to get to Alpha Centauri within 50 years. So I say we get to Alpha Centauri within 50 years, right? So at Alpha Centauri, we're there, right? And then, you know, how long? Probably like within 1,500 years from now. My computer's going crazy right now, so I'm just going to close this out right now and upload it. Yeah, talking to the #1 scientist in human history. Hey guys, I live. I'm around here. Everybody misses Steve Jobs. I'm the brains behind Steve Jobs. Why don't you miss me? You know.